What's good, my YouTube fans or random people that came here with the algorithm? I haven't made a video in about a month or two, so I do want to do a quick update, as this car definitely looks a little different now. Well, not too crazy, but essentially I swapped the wheels. I have a winter setup, which you're seeing right here. These are 05 STI wheels. They're OEM BBSs, sitting on some no-name brand Tiger Paw. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of those, but Tiger Paw all-season tires. I put these on around every winter, November time. Temperatures drop. The Firestones aren't really rated for anything below 50 degrees Fahrenheit, so that's where these come on. I have my TPMS sensors that are stock on these wheels so I don't get the tire light, and they look pretty good. I clean them up as best I can. You know, for wheels that are 15 years old, you can't expect too much. Could get them resurfaced or refinished, but I think for the way they look and functionality I get in the winter with these and the tires that they're on, I can't complain honestly at all. For those wondering, this is a 2020 base, so the lug pattern's 5 by 114.3. These STI wheels fit up just fine, no issues, and I even have my wheel locks on there from the OEM wheels, so they work great. Something else I do want to show you guys is actually the inside, so I'm going to grab the camera, open up these doors, and show you guys my recent seat pickup. So coming in the inside, I've picked up some seats off of the 2019 Limited STI. Let me get in here so you can actually see them. These are the Recaro suede seats. I definitely could have cleaned these up a bit better before showing them on camera, but these seats I picked up off of Marketplace for $1,000, full interior, front and back. We'll go over the back in a second here, but for the front seat, bolting it up was pretty easy. All the plugs went in just fine. These are power, so I had a 2020 base WRX, which were all manual seats. The driver's seat and this car here was power, so I got to wire these up, and I have full functionality with the power seats. I did wire those up pretty seamlessly, and these seats are great. Way more support than the base seats, way more bolstering and padding. I was considering getting some specific Recaro seats, but for $1,000 to get a full interior, I can't complain one bit. And here's a view on the passenger side. This seat also in pretty good condition. I'm estimating that these seats came out of a car with about 50k miles. The driver's seat obviously has the most wear, but again, for a little under $1,000, I picked up this full interior. And again, the base seats, I don't know if you guys struggle with that as well, but I thought the base seats in this car were very lacking in terms of support and comfort. But again, you can see these are fully manual, but only the driver's side seat is power. And then coming onto the back, I got the full back bench and seats back here as well, obviously, and my little travel blanket there, but came out fantastic. Bolts right up, no problem. There is only one issue I have, and that is with the passenger seat. The actual occupancy sensor seems to give me problems, and I'll show you guys what I mean by that in a second. But essentially what happens is, if no one is sitting in the passenger seat, I get an airbag light on the dash telling me airbag fault, see dealership, or read owner's manual. However, if someone is sitting in the passenger seat, I don't get any faults, and the car registers that there's a passenger and the airbag light goes on. And I'm going to show you guys that in a second here. Maybe some of you can help me out to decipher what I can do about that, if anything. Alright, so I'm in the car. I'm going to go ahead and start her up. And you can see SRS airbag system, and I have the airbag light. That's with no weight in the seat. Now let me try to add some weight to this, and I'll show you guys. You can also see the passenger airbag is off, but let me show you guys what happens when the car thinks someone is in the seat. Alright, I've got as much stuff as I can in the car on the passenger seat, mostly my camera gear and hiking gear, but let's see if that's enough weight. Okay, so you see when there's weight in the passenger seat, the airbag light doesn't come on, and I guess it's not enough weight to have the airbag actually on. I think if there's like an infant or a toddler in the passenger seat, the airbags don't deploy, but the car registers that there's a passenger in there. So obviously the sensor does work, but there's definitely a weight imbalance, and if I could find a way to recalibrate that, I can get rid of that fault. So if any of you have done this swap from a 2020 base WRX with Recaro seats, I know about that. Give me a holler, let me know what I could do about that, and yeah, I mean, the car works fine, the airbags work fine when someone is in there, like I said, but just to clear that light in the dash, to sit like this would be beautiful. Other than that, the wheels, the seats, this car's approaching about 30k miles now, so I'm due for my 30k mile service. Who would have thought, right? And for those wondering, that is a diff fluid flush and spark plugs. There's a bunch of other small stuff in there too, like tire rotations and oil changes, obviously, but I do all that on my own. I plan to send this car over back to Prime Motoring in Wallington, New Jersey for the spark plugs. I'll probably do a video update maybe again in a month when that service does have to happen, just to see if there's any other issues to sort. But visually speaking, here's how the car sits right now. For a car that has to drive in the winter, it's pretty low, and I've suffered the consequences of that many times before. But again, the front lip and the side skirts and the spats, everything that sits low to the ground is a relatively cheap part, and this front lip is already cracked and bent in so many different ways. So maybe a new lip next spring, maybe a new body kit overall. But here's how she sits. If you guys have any questions with the wheels, with the seat install, or have any advice for me on calibrating passenger occupancy sensor, that would be great. But other than that, thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for some more content. Take care, everyone.